I'm here at the, I don't know what the hell you'd call this, house, whatever, that I built by where the Stronghold is, where we went through the end to play with the Ender Dragon. Unfortunately, it didn't recover from playing with us. I was headed home, and it occurred to me that there was something, I was trying to think, what else should I do before we go? And it occurred to me that I hadn't even, I don't think I showed you the fortress, or the stronghold. You'd think somewhere they could have figured out something to call these besides, well, this one's a stronghold and this one's a fortress. But I'm probably being picky. Now, I dug all this out just so I could get a feeling for the stronghold before I actually cut into it. Any of these blocks on a stronghold can contain silverfish, other than the ones that were coming out of the spawner, of course. Basically, what some of them are is monster eggs. Also, part of what made this occur to me was I was thinking about looting this. I think some people actually move into them, but with all my stuff elsewhere, that just doesn't seem like a sensible thing to do. However, looting it and maybe building something out of it, like a monster, I don't know, dungeon or something. By monster, I mean big. This is just stuff I had here so I could sleep in peace. Now, all this is the way it was when I came into it. Except, of course, the signs. There was a waterfall here. I don't know if we'll get monsters or not. I don't know how many torches I threw when I came through here. But this is what a stronghold looks like. The reason there's redstone torches is because you can use them to open doors. Now, these do have the push buttons, but if you throw down the redstone torch, they just stay open. And when you're exploring where there's iron doors, it might save you trying to see. This is where the ground outside is actually covering this thing up. I don't know how deep we are. We are y-axis. We're at 26 above bedrock. So about almost 40, yeah, 40 underground. Oh, shoot, that was a big old hole, wasn't it? Well, shoot, let's just do this. But I was kind of talking, there's little rooms like dungeon cells and stuff. I think there's a library, or there was a library in here. After a point, it's been so long. And usually, I think there was like a zombie in some of these rooms, and why that's not working, I couldn't tell you. Okay. At some point, we hit cave. See, here we're into the cave. Because this thing, it doesn't have to be on a cave, but this one is. Yeah, that's a silverfish, you nasty little bastard. See how this is actual cave. Well, of course it's actual cave. But I guess you could, I think you could have like a mine shaft or something that running through it. And if it goes through your end portal, you're pretty much screwed and have to find another stronghold. I was trying to think. I think there's a library. Some of this, obviously, I have dug out. I took some of the stone and stuff back with me. And actually, I probably won't loot it right now, probably. I must have broken the stone under that door. It was probably an iron door. If you break the stone under a door, of course, the door is gone. Okay. I think there's a library. But if you loot one, you can wind up with a bunch of iron bars and iron doors and alright, that says to diamond ore. So I must have wound up at a mine or something where I actually wound up with some diamond ore. It's got these cute little spiral staircases. And it's been at least a month or so since I was down in all this. Like I said, it was my original. That's the back of the spiral staircase. It's my intention to do this with the kids, so I'd always kind of held off on it. As you're aware, though, he has so many projects that... here's the library. We're on, we've got monsters enabled, so I'm a little bit goosey. I don't remember what the hell this was. Oh, it's a room with a chest in it, and I have no idea what was in it. Probably 2 apples and some coal. I bet I left those just so he could see it. Is the deal there. I don't know how far down that goes. Not very far. I just thinking it might be some kind of a trap. But it's not. We are pumpkin pie powered. Like I said, a lot of these rooms, there was a zombie in them. When I got over towards where that cave abuts on this, I wound up with... I thought that was cool, the chandelier made out of fence posts. There's got to be a more tasteful way to do that. It's kind of an interesting idea, though. And, of course, it's full of cobwebs, and I left all those. Again, it was so he could see all this stuff, which he can see now, you know. Everybody can see all this. But all this is just a library. I think there were treasure chests in here. I don't know if I opened any of them or not. But if you needed books, of course, by the time you find the Stronghold, I don't think books are going to be much of an issue for you. Alright, there's one of the chests. And it had 3 books and a compass in it because, like I said, I left all this stuff so you could see it. So that's kind of fortunate because you get to see it. I mean, it's not anything exciting like diamonds and all that kind of stuff, but, you know. There's a way up to that balcony. This was kind of cool. I thought it was all kind of well thought out. It's interesting if you've never seen one. You know, if you were to compare it to the Nether when they first made it, this is incredibly well thought out. See, here's a bunch of books. But the problem is, you know, you would need these like when you're building your enchantment table and stuff like that. And I'd think you'd be way past that before you started looking for the Stronghold. Gracious, there must be a million books here. Just trying to think if there was anything I needed books for. Huh. I can't think of anything I need books for. I could take them all back and sell them, but I could just, you know. I think for right now, I'm just going to leave it all kind of intact, leave it intact like it is right now. Maybe I'll come back and build something here. I don't know. It's kind of far away. If I could actually get here on the railroad, it wouldn't be a big deal. And I'm probably lost, so you'll have to bear with me on getting back to wherever the hell we need to be. I'll edit the wanderings. That's the staircase we need to go up. It seems like we went over here. Yep. Maybe I'll build a railroad over the ocean. I don't have, in the world I made the roller coasters in, I had been there a long, long time. Alright, this says to the mine. And I don't know why I made a mine here. Alright, I hear a zombie, but he might be in the walls. These are pretty extensive though, so they're I'm pretty sure there's pictures on Wiki of one from the outside, what it looks like if it's the whole stronghold, if it's uncovered. I'd break some of these so you could see a silverfish, but we already did that. I could see why people would move to it, but I don't feel like moving my spawn point and all that kind of stuff. I like being by that village. There's a lot, I think there's a lot of potential in the villages. There's definitely a bad guy in here somewhere. Oh, alright, I guess this was naturally here as part of the fortress. Yeah. What am I hearing? After being in Lucius, I'll tell you what, that's kind of some scary stuff. Alright, we're at, yeah, 13. So we're down where, is that a slime? Well, I shouldn't be doing this without a silk pickaxe. I think I took all of them out of the chest. Ah, screw it. I'll just get the diamonds. To hell with it. Life goes on. That's a slime somewhere. And there's another silverfish. Well, that wasn't the purpose of this video, to hunt for slimes, so find a way out of here. But everything basically centers on this waterfall room. And there's 3 doors headed out of it. I don't know if they're all set up that way or not, but we've gone through all 3 of them. And now we're going to the wrong one. Well, there's a door you come in, and then there's 3 doors. So there's actually 4 doors, silly boy. Okay, and this is where we came in, and we're kind of far down in the fortress to begin with. And this is where the lava pools and all that, and where the portal is. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to head on home. I honestly don't know what I'll do with this. The best thing to do for me with a structure like that is to give it give it time to percolate and think about it, and because I don't want to put it back together after I've torn it all apart. And it doesn't take that long to get here. It's a boat ride and or a train ride and then a boat ride, so that's no big deal. So anyway, all I'm going to do now is I'm going to head home. It just happened to occur to me that I hadn't showed you around the fortress. I know it wasn't exciting, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'll be around. Come on, doggies. Men dog at Ray Smith Ford. There's a purple doggy collar. A cyan doggy collar. A yellow doggy collar. A black doggy collar. You did yellow by accident. Do magenta. We do you pink. A light green doggy collar. A white. You look good with the pink, bro. A white doggy collar. Well, you was red to be. You were red. You was red. Blue ought to be pretty. Blue's all right. Now, where's light blue? Get your ass back here, doggy. Want no red doggies left. Light blue. I don't know. I'm thinking pink. Maybe magenta. Yeah, pink and magenta. I think blue looks good. Black wasn't bad, but I like black, so. What about cyan? Do something silly. Whoever's pink is something silly. We'll do magenta. Nah, we'll do pink, dog. Yeah. Okay, that's about enough of that silliness. There's probably a color I missed. I didn't do grays. I mean, come on, give me a break. So anyway, we'll be back. We'll be doing stuff. It'll be good times. We got doggies now. I don't know what to do with the doggies except to aggravate them. Dress them up in different clothes. See y'all later.